Our whole business is about fish. There is no question about that. What we're doing is providing the experience, and that's what it's all about. We want the guests to catch the numbers of fish at the Outposts, and we supply them with the minnows to help that out, and so they can have a very memorable trip.
We know all the fish. We've caught them so many times. When we catch them, they say hello and we throw them back.
There's not many places you can catch 4,000 fish in 7 days of fishing.
Two of the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life.
It broke the reel, it took the reel with it, it broke the holder. It was just something crazy.
55 today, 45 walleye, and the rest were northern pike.
2,400 fish.
7,000 fish.
The only problem with these guys is they're very tough on the free minnow program. Kapikik Lake is a very unique system. So right from Kapikik Lake down, you have Zions, and you have North Gull, and then you have South Gull, then you have Fawcett, then you have Keezik, and eventually the water ends up right into Lake St. Joe. So that whole system is very, very popular. I think it's time, let's just all go to Kapikik Lake and have some fun. The fish are waiting for you there. It's a crazy system, and I think you have a great, great time.
When we flew into camp at Kapikik, I think we were really impressed at the prettiness of the location. Located on a big, beautiful bay with a long sand beach, really, really pretty. We said that it'd be a great opportunity for a family, even if there's family members who aren't that big of fishermen.
One of the surprises up at Kapikik, given where it is, you look on a map, you're out there in terms of remoteness.
That's an hour and 15-minute flight.
So some people in our group, when we walked into the cabin, were a bit struck by the quality of the amenities in the camp. Microwave, toaster, stove, oven, coffee pots, all there ready to go. It wasn't what they were expecting. They were expecting a bit more of a roughing it kind of scenario.
Didn't take us much longer than just unpacking our gear, and we were on the water fishing, I think, within an hour after arrival.
Yeah.
We were on the fish pretty fast the first day.
Hey Brett, this is what we're trying to catch.
We ended up with roughly 450 fish.
We actually were complaining today to each other that our arms are so sore from catching so many fish. Sounds like a fish story, but it's true.
Yeah, never thought I'd ever say that I'd be sore from 19 fishing.
Fish burgers as fast as you could rebait a hook. Two fish, like with the two of us in the boat, two fish, and it just really makes you just sort of stop and imagine the thousands and thousands of fish that carp at the bottom of Kapikik, because it's just hard to really wrap your head around that a lake could hold as many fish as we saw there.
Yeah, so when I first came here, I think it was 2010 or 10 or 11, I come to look at this cabin here. This was an A-frame here added onto, a big A-frame. And so I looked at it, the guy was thinking about selling it, so I looked at it. And then the next year, we had that big forest fire here, and it burnt. Wiped everything right out. There was a dock here, and the fire was so hot, it burnt the whole dock right to the very end.
You're kidding.
Yeah. The boats were just, if you dig around, you'll see a couple of little puddles of aluminum there from the boats, and well, one of the boats up there.
I saw that.
Yeah, and the motors were just little puddles of aluminum with the crankshaft laying there on the ground, you know? Yeah.
quite a
And
spot.
it's growing up now. It's pretty. Now it's really pretty, you know. And as the years go on, the old dead trees they blow over, and then it looks all nice again, you know. So yeah. Did you see my? Did you go behind the outhouse and look at the snow machine back there? Did you notice it?
No,
I saw the snow machine. I didn't look up close.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use that. So no, not allowed to use that snow machine.
So a lot of people won't keep pike because of how bony they are, and they're just delicious if you know how to take the Y bones out. So how you do it is you just fill it like you would any other fish. Take the rib cage out. Take the skin off, again, just like you would any other fish. There's these really coarse Y bones in the top part of the fillet, and anybody who's grown up eating pike, you spend your whole meal picking the bones up. So to get those out, there's a line that runs down the center of the fillet. You just cut your knife right through that line. Bottom half of the fillet is boneless. Then you take the top half of the fillet and you feel for the end of the Y bones, and you would go just on this side of them. Just cut down the length of that piece of meat from the top until you get to the end of them, and then you just follow the curve of those Y bones with your knife. You get to the end of them, pull out. There's all the Y bones. Throw that out. Boneless piece of meat. Voila.
Lunchtime.
So every time we're in a boat or in a canoe fishing here in Ontario, we just sort of pinch ourselves and remind ourselves how lucky we are to be able to take advantage of all this great nature that we have to offer, and operators like Wayne and Carla and Clark's Camps. So we're thankful we're Canadians.
Hi, honey. Is it my feet? Hi, hubby.
Casey's a very special place. That's our home there. We live there in the wintertime. And it's got a beautiful, I think it's the nicest property that I've ever seen here in Northwestern Ontario. It's got 1,000 feet of sand beach. We got a water park there for the kids. So it's very family oriented. And then we have a fish fry. Randy puts on a fish fry. Randy, our manager there, he puts on a fish fry once a week.
We do a fish fry camp cookout, kind of potluck style, every Tuesday at 6.
We go to local fisheries and we buy a bunch of whitefish from the local fishery, and we do a big fry, and then we do a great big thing, homemade baked beans, tartar sauce, and each cabin brings a little something.
Randy's been with us for a couple of years now, and he's doing a fantastic job. He's very, very, very good with the people. He's a good fisherman, a good hunter, and he actually is good at maintenance too, because he doesn't call me too often for problems, so that makes my life a lot easier too. So he does a very, very good job.
I was guiding bear hunts for Wayne, and he asked if I knew anybody that would be interested in managing the place, if I knew a couple. And we got to talking, and I asked him what if it was just me, and it took off from there. One of the biggest things that brought me over to Clark's and working for them was, I'm a single dad, so I have my boy week on, week off. And one of the biggest things was with Wayne, when I told him that, is that he just looked at me and said, he's like, that's not a problem. He said, your boy comes first. I've been in this industry I started when I was 11 years old, right? So I've been in this industry for 24, and I've worked a lot of different places. I've been kind of all over Canada, all the way up to the Northwest Territories, up in the Arctic, and I haven't worked for anybody like Wayne and Carla before. Like here, you're part of a family, and it's meaningful. You're not a number. You're not just a name. You're part of the family.